Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you remember last week we did the TNs, and now I've come on to show you a little box that I've made for them to go in. I have gone ahead and made the rest, so it would be up to 12, but I've also put this practice one in that I did as well, so it will fit more in, definitely more than 13. So there's 13 in that. They do sit really nice. But if I pull them up, you can see there is quite a bit of a gap, and that's because when you fill in these and you're going to pack them out a little bit, you're going to want that bit of room, or you might want to make a couple more. I haven't inked them all, but I have put them together. I haven't sewn them all or anything, but it's quite sturdy little box, and I don't want to over decorate it any more than that because I'll be putting it on and off and on and off the shelf, so I don't want to bulk anything out on it too much. So I'll move that to one side, and then there's a few pieces of card that you need. First piece is a 12 by 12 piece of card, and you're going to measure that at 4 inches and 8 inches. Turn it onto the other side and score at 4 inches. Then you'll want a piece that measures 12 inches by 5, and you want to score it on the short side at 4 and 4.5 inches, and then on the long side at 4 and 8 inches. Then you'll want another piece, and that measures 7 and 7/8 of an inch by 3 and 7/8 of an inch. Then you just want two 12-inch by 3 and 7/8 inch strips. 3 and 3/4 inch, 12-inch by 3 and 3/4. You're not going to need all of it, but some of it, and then just a little square, optional, 3 and 7/8 by 3 and 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's do some folding and cutting. So you want to fold along all of your score lines. Sure, I did have a burn folder. I thought I had it out. So score along all of your score lines. And then on this piece, this is going to be the back and the two sides. So we want to cut along these two pieces. So turning it so you've got the little square piece at the side. Do you need to cut straight up that line, straight up that score line to the first score line. Okay, and then turn it around and straight up this one as well. And that is going to go like that. So that will go just like that. So you can take a very, very thin slither off this edge, just very thin. Just like that, just a very thin piece. Excuse me. And then again off this opposite side. See, I've got my two daughters in the background. They are being super quiet. So there we go. Then this next piece, you've got two score lines. You only want to fold on one score line. The next score line is just a guide. Bless you. Okay, so what we're going to do, I might stand up for this actually. This piece is going to sit under this piece here. Okay, and that's going to make that piece 4.5 inches. It's going to make that piece 4.5 inches. So what we're going to do, is we're going to glue this along the bottom of there. That is what I'm going to do. Yes. get my glue. So you've got 2 score lines. You only want glue along this first score line, and then that is it. And we're just using that score as a guide when we line it up. So it's just going to be a guide. Probably should have burnished first. Bring it up a little bit. Okay. So just press that down. So then now you can burnish the score lines. And then we can burnish that side. So we are going to cut some of this off anyway. So now that will go up there, and we want to cut and we want to fold this one up as well. Lost where I was then. So that's going to go there. We're going to cut up these score lines here. We'll just check. Yeah. So now you're going to cut along this score line. Okay. And then turn it around and back down the same. So now it's going to sit up there, and this piece is going to fold up there. Now you are going to have a gap. I really don't mind the gap. You will have this gap here and a little bit at the edge there, but that will covering up, and this bit you're not really going to notice. As you can see, there we go. So you do see a little bit there, but I'm fine with that. Still looks really nice. Doesn't really bother me. So what we need to do is bring the side piece up, and we need to take a pencil and just pop a little mark there. So you can see a little pencil mark. And then you want to bring this one around and pull that side flap up, and then just put a little pencil mark along. Oh, can you see it? It is there. Okay. So all you do then is take in a craft knife, wherever mine is, just a sec. So all you need to do is take a craft knife and a metal ruler, and from where you drew your pencil mark right up into this corner. So I'll lift it up when I've done. So just cutting that off, so you've got your point down to where we did the pencil mark, and then you just want to do that on the opposite side as well. So from the top down to your pencil mark. So from that corner to your pencil mark, and then just cut that off. There we go. And then put your lid back on and move that out of the way. Right, so now, really quick now, pop some glue on these two sides and bring it up. Put some glue there and then put some glue on them two flaps and bring them down. So on this side, only glue up to that edge, because that's going to overlap and you don't want to put glue on there. I think I did do that the first time. So round here, and then just lift this one up and place that on, and again just bringing up that side as well. And then once you've done that, you can just bring it down, bring in your bone folder and just flatten it a bit more. And then just turn it over and press that glue in. Because it's black, you don't notice the little gaps as much. Well, I don't anyway. So then we're going to glue these two and bring them that way. Okay. So all the way around the edge, make sure you get the edge. They're the bits that all you need to get the most. Right. And then this side as well, all the way down the edge. And then bringing these up to meet that side as well. So you can bring in your bone folder and then bring in that side as well. So that is your shape of your box, and then a bit glue there. I got a piece that's 3 7/8 by 7 7/8 is for the back, and that's just to strengthen the back. You could put one inside as well if you want to. I'm just going to have one on the back. Do you need to make sure you go right up to the edges, and then just place that down and you'll have a very small border, just a tiny gap all the way around. So just bring in your bone folder again, and then this piece is just gonna sit in the bottom. Actually, you don't want that's the wrong size. You need a piece that measures, let's have a look. You can still use that for something else, but you need a piece that measures 4 3/8. I was making it square and it's not square. 4 3/8 by 3 7/8. That's what size you need. As it's obviously 4.5 inches that way. So there we go. You can just glue that in and push that down, and that's just going to strengthen at the bottom. And last, this is entirely up to you now, so you've got, it's quite strong. This is just going to fold around the box. So what I did was I just made a 1/2 inch score just for a guide. Don't fold that, and then you can line up your other piece then when you attach them. So just lining up. And then you can decide where you want that to be, at the front, at the back, at the side, or wherever you want it to be. So I'm going to go for that. I think I'm going to put it at the back. Anyway, just make sure you don't have a seam. So I'm going to start at the side. Okay, we'll start here at the side, just holding your piece of cardstock on the side and then pressing it to that side. Okay, bless you.
Thank you.
So folding that, okay, you've got your first corner. So then holding that in place, taking it around the front, bend it to there, bring it back out and fold it again, nice and neat. So you've got your second, you've got your corner, your front, now onto its side, and then we'll take it around the back and around that side as well. So let's fold that on the next one and on the next one. And then we need to cut some off. So we started here, so we need to cut this now. So I'm going to put a little mark, say on there, and then cut that off. Okay, and now all we need to do is just stick it on. So where's that mark? Just a minute. Okay, so where we've got this fold, that's where we started. So we started on there, wrap it all the way around, and then you've got this piece at the bottom. So I'm going to tuck that piece in there first and then attach that. So just making sure, because it is 3 3/4, you want to make sure you've got a nice little space in between them two. Yeah, little gap at the top and the bottom. So let's glue this on first, and then we can glue the rest. And that's really it then. You can just decide where you want it. Right, so that's that. So now we can just put some glue . All the way around, just leaving a nice border. Okay. Let's do a bit more. So I'll just lay that down, use my bone folder to press in just to adhere that a bit better. And then we've just got two more sides to do. And then we've done. All the way across. And that middle. And there we go. So just bringing that up and then lining it up where we started. Close my glue for a minute. And then just push down on the sides and make sure everything is stuck. And there we go. That is your box. And I'll just show you. I'll move some of, well, I'll take them all out. They're all not glued because, like I said, so there's enough gap there for all your strings. Like you can see on my strings I haven't attached the beads on yet. So there is enough gap. That one's stuck. Just drop your strings down and then just tidy them up a bit. And then this one will sit in there as well, and it will stand up really nice as well. So there you go. There it is. And if you can see, I've got my nails done by myself. I waited 15 days for them from the range. I just popped them with a card order I'd made. But yeah, it stopped me biting my nails anyway. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you'll give it a go. Now I've got 2 that I don't need. But yeah, I do hope you'll give it a go, and like and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.